Hey there, in this video I'll be showing you how to create your membership area in your website. The membership basically is the way to share secure content that is only available for users who submit their information or purchase a specific product. You can use it for courses, again for giving access to some content that you require specific access. So what is the process basically? You have a visitor. They either sign up for free, for example, to become a member and get access by submitting their information, or purchase access. So they can purchase access to that area if it's some kind of a course, or purchase individual mini courses to access only that specific course itself. And of course, after that would be the access to the membership area and whatever information you want to have inside. So first step and that we'll be looking into is having, the sign up or the purchase pages. Actually, that will be second. First, we're starting with building the membership area. It's a place to submit their information. And of course, the membership area, which can be anything. So in this case, in this image, we're just showing you how you can do it with a video course, for example. But that can be anything. That can be sharing of files. That can be sharing like some kind of an article or a set of articles, whatever you decide. Like this course, for example, it is part of a membership. So all these things you'll be able to create. So let's get inside and start building our membership area. Now we're inside the builder and we already set up a website. That's fine. And I'll be showing you how you can actually have the membership to any website. It doesn't matter what kind of a website you already created, you can add it so simple. We do have templates that are already made for more specifically for membership. So if you're just starting, you can pick one of those designs, but I'll be showing you how easy it is to add it to any website. Now, we'll begin with actually creating our membership area, and next video I'll be showing you how to sell or give access to that membership area. But first, let's create actually the content that we'll be sharing with people. Now, when building in a website, I like to organize things into folders. Now, you know that from this button, from the pages button, you can access your pages in your website, and they're in the pages folder. So we can create another folder that we can use for our memberships, from our lessons. So basically every lesson will be a page. So we can have it here, let's call it courses. Let's just call our group, our folder courses, and now inside courses we can start adding our lessons. We can just click on add new and create a new page. Now again, every page would be our course, or in some case we can have a whole set of different videos or information content in one specific page. Now we have this category for memberships, and we can use those to help us organize our content a lot simpler and easier. So we have different designs for different use cases, like to showcase our course, to showcase our membership area, our individual courses, dashboards and stuff like that. So let's start with an individual course. So here we have such design of such individual course, where we want to have lesson 1 to be one individual page with in this case a video that showcase the whole course itself. We can have here some call to action, some summary about the lesson itself, maybe some of the benefits or whatever you want to outline. And in this case, at the bottom, this template comes with some other courses that you can access. So we can select this design and let's call it lesson 1. And from the add to group, we can select the courses. This way, this lesson 1 page will be added to the courses section. And that's it. So now we added in our courses our lesson 1. It is a page where we can fully modify however you like. So you can change your name of the course. This button can go to some place that you want to go, maybe like a dashboard with all the courses. So it's up to you. You can just change where do you want it to go to. Here we can edit your video. If it's a video type of a course, if it's something else, you can just delete the video and start adding your other content in this area by dragging elements inside. So this way you can completely shape your page for that specific lesson. Let's just discard our changes. So we can create another one. Let's say that we use that as a main template. So we can modify it however we like. And we want to use this one for other lessons that we have. So you can just go into the pages and duplicate it so that you have the exact same page, but with different content. So we can just duplicate it and we have the copy of it. Now again, in the pages, we can change its name. Let's call it lesson 2. Change the URL to be lesson 2 again. And that's it. Now we can edit this page for our second lesson. So this way you can build our individual courses as just individual pages as lessons. Now another way to have it, or maybe we have an individual page like this, but you want to have like a dashboard. So this go back button can go to a place where you can show all the courses that there is. So how you can do that? We have such template as well. So we can create as many as you want, like I said, lessons inside. From add new, you can add a new page. And again, in membership and courses, you can see the different types of courses that you can build. Now, one way is to basically have it like this. In our case, let's have it like this. So this can be like a dashboard, a place where you can see, okay, I have this course, this course, this course, and each, when you click on it, you can actually go to the specific page, the lesson 1, the lesson 2, etc. So you can use that as a dashboard. So I like to call them membership dashboard. And again, add it to the courses. So we can use that as our main thing. For example, if you want to organize again our content like that. So we can have and link this button for our course 1, lesson 1, let's say. And we want to link it basically to our courses. From the pages, we select the page group. And then we choose lesson 1. And then from here, we select lesson 2. So this way, if you have multiple lessons that people will get access to after they sign up, you can just organize them in such manner and just link each course to its page that we've already created. So we have one membership where all are listed, and then individual pages for each one. Now you can have as many as you want. So if you want to add another row below, you can simply copy this block just by going on block, copy it, and then just from these copied elements, you can just drag it and drop it however and whenever you want. So now you can adjust the padding a bit. And now we have a third row with courses that again you can link to a specific course which is a page that you've created. So this way you can organize and have a dashboard like this with links to individual courses as pages that you built. Now, another option is to have your course in a different manner, which is something like this. For example, have a navigation on the site, and when they click, the content will load here. Again, these are individual pages. So let's create this new one just to show you how easy it is to organize your content in such manner if you want. So let's just select it and let's call it course 1 just to have some separation of names. And again, we can add it to courses. Now what's the difference here? So basically we have this navigation bar on the left side and the actual content here. Now obviously each course will be a separate page. So basically this one we have to duplicate, in our case 6 times, because we have 6 courses here. So what is the best way to do it? So again, we have to modify it. I always recommend that modify it, make sure this is the right design that you like for your whole page, and then start duplicating it. So make sure that for the first course everything is good, and then start duplicating. But before you do that, when you have such navigation, we have a small trick that you can use, because you don't have to modify it on every page. So if you duplicate it 6 times for 6 courses, it will be such a pain if you want to change something like the category name. So how do you do that? How do you globally change this on all the pages when you clone it? When you go into the column settings, so click on column, you can actually do it anywhere, not just for this example, but you can implement it anywhere. At the bottom, you have this option. It's called, this is a global column. When you click on it, you can first of all select the global columns that you have inside your website, which in this case we just have one, or you can save the current column as a global one, which is what we want to do right now. So just click on that and add a name. Let's call it course navigation. So now we know, and we identified this column as our course navigation. Now you have this tag on top that will indicate that this is a global column. Now we can click on Save Changes. So if we are happy with this page for our course and how it is going to be structured, we can now start duplicating it like we did with our other courses. So we can duplicate this page and we can change it to be, let's say, again, course 2, for example. So it looks the same. Of course, you can modify it and let's call it whatever. So now the cool thing is, now if you want to change any of the content here, let's say the category, we want to call it, let's say, category 1, and then we want to change this one to category 2, and we want to change whatever information we want to change here about the content. If we click on Save Changes, this content that we've just changed here will also change on course 1 because we modified in our global column. That's why we identify it as such. Now, every time that we clone it, the global column will come with this course, so you don't have to basically do anything. Just make sure that you identify it before you start duplicating it for your other courses. Just have to change your content area. Basically, that's it. Again, you can use that for many different places to identify different global columns because they'll be repeating on multiple pages, and you don't want to change it on all the places all the time. It will be such a tedious process. Now, in this case, we have some, content, you have some call to action. Again, this is just an example. You can modify it however you like. And this is another way to present information with navigation plus content area. Of course, you can create a whole, just like this course, which is basically one whole page. You can just even start it from scratch. You can have any type of a membership. So let's say a big membership page, let's call it, where we'll have all the pages there. Another option for presenting your information. So we can speed up the process by adding blocks. So we have a video section, so you can actually start with adding your videos here. So we can start a starting video. Maybe that can be your lesson 1, or something that grabs their attention when they get access to your courses, your content area. Then you can add maybe 2 videos or video like this for another section, maybe something like that. Then you can have, for example, another section for 2 videos. I think there was some design for that. Yeah, something like that, for example. You can have 2 videos for something else. Again, this is just for some kind of testimonials, but again, the idea is the same. You can just add your videos here and just organize your content however you want. And this can be your big membership page with all the content inside of it. Of course, you can, redirect people to other places as well and have different sections, but that's the beauty of it. You're the one deciding how your whole thing will look like, and you can shape your whole membership experience for your users. It's really, really easy. Another cool thing that I would like to show you is that you can actually personalize those pages. So all this content that you're building, welcoming messages, you can actually personalize them. And it's so simple. Actually, in the website settings, you have the personalization tags. And here you can just use, let's say that you want to ask the first name of the user who signed up. You can just copy it and you just start using it throughout your design. So for example, here you want to welcome people to your course. You can just say welcome, use the member's first name. So let's say John. Welcome, John. Let's get started, for example. And this one will be replaced in the actual site when they preview it with their name, when they're logged in, of course, into the course. So it will be much personalized, and it's actually cool experience, and people say, all right, it's a cool that they have my name there. So yeah, you can add it throughout your design, throughout your pages, anywhere that you want. So this is another cool way to present your information, but again, it really depends how you want, to structure it. Now, in all these examples, it was mainly about, lessons, about, content like that, but that can be used for anything. You can give access to whatever you like. So another option is, for example, to add access to files. Why not to files? So again, in the membership and courses, we have a few examples here at the bottom. These are pages where you can actually, they're meant for like file sharing. So if you want people who are members to have like a page where they can download some files, so you can create such. For example, this one. Let's call it file sharing. Again, in our courses, we can add it. And now we can, this is another way that you can have such, design where people can actually download different things. For example, some PDFs, some docs, some information that you want to give them so that they can use. So all you have to do is change the name, for example, and description to link to a URL, which if you want to share a file, you can just do it with a file option. So just select the file from your file manager, and that's it. When somebody clicks on that button, it will open up /download the file. Now, of course, you can do them to, make any action that you want. You can action a pop-up to show up or go to some other page, whatever you wish. But in this case, with a file so that they can download it. So this way you can organize your content. It's just pages that you build. And we have these great designs that you can use right away for memberships in different, occasions. Now in the next video, I'll be showing you how to actually restrict access so that only members can access those pages, so that people cannot just start sharing and people without being a member to get access to your videos or files or content in general. And then how to sell and provide this access, how to monitor all that. So check that in the next video. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and my suggestion is always start with creating your courses, your pages, how you want them to look like, the content itself, and then we'll start, like in the next video, to give actual access and how to structurize our offers and things like that. So talk to you in the next video.